Hi students, today is Sunday 19th of April 2020 and we are going to continue our videos on module 3 of your fluid mechanics subject. So in the previous class or the previous video we have seen the derivation of the discharge over the triangular notch of it, and at the end of this small derivation we came to, or we ended up with the expression of the discharge Q is equal to 8 by 15 into CD, coefficient of discharge, into tan theta divided by 2, where theta is the angle of the notch, into root of 2g into h to the power of 5 by 2, where h is the head of the notch. Now we will see some of the numerical problems on this particular triangular notch and triangular wave. The problems are much simpler compared to the Venturi meter problem or maybe the orifice meter problems. Okay, we will quickly go through all these numericals on triangular notch. Fine. So problem 8.4, the problem states you to find the discharge over the triangular notch. The angle of the notch is given to you, that is theta, that is 60 degree, and when the head over the notch V notch is 0.3 meters, so capital H is 0.3, that is given to you. Now you need to find Q assuming the value of CD as 0.6. So if you see this equation, the Q is equal to 8 by 15 CD tan theta by 2 into root of 2g into h to the power of 5 by 2. To find the Q value, I want the value of CD, right? This is one important unknown variable. I need it. I also want this theta, the angle of the notch, right? I want this. And I want h, the head over the notch. So in the problem given over here, I know theta value 60 degree. I know the V notch head actually, right? H is given to you and CD is also given to you. So all the values are given to you, which is required to find the Q value. So use in a single unit, put it in SI unit. Okay, head is the only thing where you have a unit. If this is theta is in radians, then you convert it into degrees. Fine. H is in some other unit, convert it into meter. CD does not have any unit, so directly you can substitute in the Q equation 8 by 15 CD tan theta by 2 root of 2g h to the power of 5 by 2, and by the mere substitution you will get the Q value in terms of meter cube per second, which is equal to 0.04 meter cube per second. That's it. We will move on to the next problem, problem 8.5. Problem 8.4 is a direct problem, very simple problem, right? So we will go to the next problem, 8.5. There is a water flowing over a rectangular wave 1 meter wide at a depth of 150 millimeter and afterwards passes through a triangular right angled weir. Taking CD for the rectangular and triangular weir as 0.62 and 0.59 respectively, find the depth of the triangular. So the question is, you need to find the depth over the triangular weir. Very, very important. See, in the weir, when it comes to the weir problem, the water or the liquid is going to flow above the weir, right? So above the top surface of the weir, there is a column of a liquid which is flowing. So that depth or that particular height or that thickness of the liquid which is flowing over the weir top surface is what is required to do. And here actually you have two weirs, right? First, the water will flow over a rectangular weir, right? That is given to you. Next, it moves around the triangular right angle weir. So this is a, what you can say, triangular weir where the theta is 90 degrees. So let us see what are the data given to you in the problem. You have a length of the rectangular weir given to you, which is 1 meter wide, so L is given to you. Depth of the water, okay, over the rectangular weir is 150 millimeter. This is given to you. Your H connecting with the rectangular weir is given to you. Convert it into meter, 0.15 meter. CD value of the rectangular weir is 0.62, that is given. So using these three data, you can actually find what is the rate of flow of water over the rectangular weir, right? So we will use that, what you can say, this equation of rate of flow of the rectangular weir. See, the rate of flow of the rectangular weir equation is different from triangular wave, and you know it, right? So it is 2 divided by 3 into CDL root of 2G h to the power of 3 by 2. I told you it's very easy to remember h to the power of 3 by 2 and 2 by 3. This is vice versa here. The only extra term you have it here is L, right? In the triangular where you will not have L, you will have tan of theta by 2, and h to the power of 5 by 2, 8 by 50 will come. Okay, so Q value of the rate of flow of the water over the rectangular where can be found, because I know CD, L, I know H, right? So substitute them properly and you will get the value of Q, which is 0.10635 meter cube per second. So you got the rate of flow of water over the rectangular wave, but that is not the requirement for us. We need to find what is the depth over which the liquid is flowing over the triangular wave. Now the water first flows through the rectangular wave, then it moves to the triangular wave. And in this particular flow, your Q will not change. What amount of liquid was flowing in the rectangular wave, the same amount of liquid will flow over the triangular wave. So using this concept that there is no loss of liquid flow from the rectangle to the triangular wave, I can take the Q equation for triangular wave. Q will be 8 by 15 CD tan theta by 2 root of 2G h to the power of 5 by 2. Using this equation, see, I know Q value, I know CD value for the triangular wave, I know theta of the triangular wave. I have to find H value, that's it. So this is nothing but your height, okay, the depth of the liquid flowing above the triangular wave. So just substitutes. Q value is 0.10635, CD is 0.59 for triangle, and theta is 90 degree. H1 I need to find. So by proper substitution and simple mathematics, you can actually get the H value as 0.3572 meters. That's it. Okay. So the problem is a simple problem. Okay. There should be no confusion. Such problems are more prone for your examination. Now if you go to the next problem, 8.5a. Water flows over a triangular right-angled wave first, and then it flows over the rectangular wave, and rectangular wave width is given to you as 1 meter. The discharge coefficients of a triangular wave and the rectangular wave is 0.6 and 0.7 respectively. If the depth of the water over the triangular wave is 360 millimeter, find the depth of the water over the rectangular wave. See, the problem is exact the same repetition of the previous problem. In the previous problem, it was first rectangle, then triangle. Now it is vice versa. First triangle value is where is given, where the water flows, then the rectangle. So if you see, go for the triangle Q, find the value. Okay, you know everything. CD, theta, okay, H value is given to you. Okay, done. Next you go for the rectangular. Let's take the same Q value. See, Q value, same thing is taken over here. Okay, you need to find this H value. That's it. L is 1 meter given to you. So H value can be found. Okay. So this is the same problem repeated again. Now if you go to the problem number 8.6. You have a rectangular channel 2 meter wide, and it has a discharge of 250 liters per second, which is measured by a right-angled V-notch wave. Find the position of the apex of the notch from the bed of the channel if maximum depth of the water is not to exceed 1.3 meters, taking CD value as 0.62. See what is given to you. It is a rectangular channel. Fine. So the length is known to you. Length is given as 2 meters. Discharge 250 liters per second. So convert it into meters. Divide by 1000, 0.25 meters per second. Now depth of the water in the channel. See, the maximum depth of the water in the channel will be 1.3 meter. It should not go above this. Let the height of the water over the V notch. See, the notch is actually measuring the Q, right? So over the V notch, let the height be H. Okay, height of the water. H. So you take the Q equation. Okay, Q equation you take it. It is for the V notch. See why I am taking V notch, because V notch is measuring the Q. So Q you should take it in context of V notch, not the rectangular wave. That is very important. Okay, so Q will be 8 by 15 CD tan theta by 2 root of 2G h to the power of 5 by 2. So CD value is known to you, theta value is known to you, right? You can find, see, Q value is given to you as 0.25. So you can find H. So H value is known to you. So what will be the position of the apex of the notch from the bed of the channel? It will be 1.3 maximum, what you can say, depth minus whatever depth you got it, or whatever, what you can say, height of the water is there in the V notch, that we should minus it, which is 0.807. Okay, so with this, some 3 or 4 problems, we are able to, or we are going to end the numericals on V notch and base. Okay, thank you for patient listening. Please go through the videos which I am making daily basis. Okay, we are almost at the end of the third module. Okay, Bernoulli's equation, applications of Bernoulli's equation. It is going to end very soon. So kindly go through all videos. I have uploaded it in YouTube also. So please, I am sharing the link with you in WhatsApp. So please go through these videos. Okay, and have a good learning time.